Hello traders, welcome back. How are you? It's Friday. Yeah, we've made it, guys. Friday, the 26th of January. And as always, guys, we are going to start with yesterday's trades. But if you stay tuned, guys, I'm also going to give you my trade ideas for today and the important news as well. All right. So let's start with yesterday. And I am in this trade, pound Swiss franc, and we're looking to sell it. So why were we looking to sell it, guys? Well, we are in a downtrend. Yeah, I know this is quite a large retrace, but for me, I can't find, any other high that it's broken. So this for me is still, lower lows, is still in a downtrend. Yeah, there was this price action here, but I don't consider this substantial enough to create a new high or low. Yeah, and if you're not in it, if you are in any doubt, guys, I mean, just look at the weekly chart. I mean, that is clearly in a downtrend. All right, so this is where we find ourselves, and we're at the moving average 20, right, an interesting area. If we go back to the day chart, we have had a very bearish candle. So first and foremost, we're very overbought. Yeah, and then if I zoom in, guys, you can see there's this gray zone through here as well, where price has reacted many times. Yeah, and we had a nice big bearish candle that bounced off that level. All right, so they're all the reasons we were looking to sell this pair. If we now drop down to the H4, it retraced to a very nice area. So we had our gray zone mapped out. All right. And you can see on the H4, price broke down, retraced, and we're at the moving average 20. We're at the horizontal support and resistance line. It was just a really nice area to enter. And if we look at the H1, guys, we started seeing, sellers come into the market. I actually got in on, the start of this candle. I had quite an aggressive entry, really, guys. So I'm in here. My stop's up here because this is the last swing high. But, we'll see how price action pans out. What I want to see is breaks of these lows through here. Because if you look at structure, if we start getting a break of these levels, that is structure further breaking down. It's already in a downtrend on the H4, but at this point it would be a breakdown on the H1, and then my stop at this point would be moved down to here, and then I can add to the trade. All right, so I'm still in this trade, guys, entered in here, stop up here. We're looking to take price back down to these lows, if not further. All right, so yeah, we're in pound Swiss franc. We was also looking at euro Swiss franc, but this was just news, really. If we start with the day chart, yeah, we're in this downtrend. Okay, we got this nice big bearish candle that broke below this grey zone, which I liked. All right. And then, if we zoom in, you can also see yesterday's candle, which I said, was news driven, but sellers are still pushing this lower. So we can still expect this to potentially, not expect it, but the chart is telling us that this could go lower back down to this level. But yeah, this was all news driven, guys. So, we did get, let's go to the H1. So price was retracing nicely. This was pre-news. Yeah. So at this point, price is retracing nicely. We're getting, area of value in here. And then we want to see a big bearish reaction. But the big bearish reaction we got was all news driven. Yeah, so, it's difficult to get in on that price action. Once the news has been and gone and, price has settled, we're already, down here somewhere after the press conference, and there's no value here. So news, gave the trade the selling strength we needed, but then it all happened too quickly and we couldn't get into the trade. So, yeah, euro Swiss franc, guys, news led, but direction was good as well. And then we were looking at, after that, guys, we was looking at a couple of US dollar pairs. Again, euro US dollar, if we start with the day chart, we're in a downtrend. Okay, and we were just looking to carry on this downtrend. Okay, we were seeing bearish candles, nice big bearish wick, and the idea was to take price back down to this blue line, if not further. And that's exactly what happened, guys. But again, very news driven. Yeah. Even after the news on the H4. Yeah, so on the H4, you know, this was price was retracing again, and then news happened. All right, but we didn't break these lows, which kept me out of this trade. But obviously, the next candle comes shooting down. If we look at that on the H1 as well, yeah, so that was this last H4 low we were looking at, and then we got this wick, yeah, which said to me, okay, price is not quite ready to come down yet, but then news carried this selling pressure on, and eventually it come down and hit target. So again, just news, the interest rate decision of the euro made this tricky to trade. News always does, guys. Yeah, you don't know, if it can become very whipsawy, difficult to read. And we was also looking at gold, guys, from yesterday. This was a sell idea. So if we look at the day chart, why were we looking to sell it? Well, price was in this range here. Yeah, it's just between this low and this low. And then you can see this candle broke that level. Ever since then, this candle, we've been looking for sells. And we've started to see this nice selling pressure at this level. And we had this super nice bearish candle. So the idea was just to follow this selling pressure down to these lows. If we look at the H1, again, we had some dollar news coming out as well, which made it a little bit tricky. But, we got a reaction here in our grey zone, but this is not a bearish enough candle. And if anything, price is, bang, is breaking to the upside. All right. So, yeah, didn't want to get on this candle. We did get a bearish candle, but then there's no value in here. Price retraced up to here. We got this candle, but look at the wick on it. So again, this wasn't a convincing candle to get in on. However, the next candle was bearish, but before you know it, you're at a support zone, and then at this support zone, price has shot back up. So this could be quite interesting, this level today, and we'll keep an eye on this level. So there you go, guys. Those were the trades from yesterday. Let's take a look at today's trades now. Guys, if you enjoy my analysis and you enjoy receiving my trade ideas every single day, then please come join the channel. Yeah, subscribe to the channel right now, guys. Smash the notification button so you receive an alert. And if everyone could please smash the like button. Thank you very much. Right, trades for Friday, the 26th of January. Before we get started, guys, let me just mention our trading community. If you haven't joined that, then please join it and join our free Discord channel. Also, guys, right now on our VIP Discord channel, we have 50% off our VIP Discord channel. Come check that out. Loads of value in there, guys. Also, we've got the mentorship program where I coach you one-on-one. Drop us an email. And finally, guys, if you would like to show your support for the channel, then you can become a Simply Forex YouTube member. All right. So all of these things are in the video description. Check them out. No live stream today, guys, because it's Friday and me and the editor are down the pub. Also, guys, question of the day. So, guys, what is the thing in trading that you find the most difficult? So question of the day, what is the thing in trading that you find the most difficult? So just in a few words, yeah, what is it, guys? We'd love to know, because this will also potentially create some content and we could, perhaps help you with this. All right. So yeah, please leave your comments below this vid. Okay, trades for today then, guys. So I'm interested in a couple of Canadian dollar pairs. First of which is this Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar. We were talking about this in the VIP Discord. So, you can clearly see since it broke up here, it's been in a downtrend. Okay, and these highs, all these wicks keep holding on to each other. So we're still in a downtrend. And then yesterday, we got this nice bearish candle. Okay, so the idea is we're in a downtrend, we're at an area of resistance, we've got a nice bearish candle, and we just want to take price back down to these last daily lows. Okay, again, not rocket science, guys. If we drop down to the H4, I prefer this over New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar. We'll take a look at that because on the H4, this is clearly broken as well, guys. If we look at Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar, bang, that has broken these lows. We are in a downtrend on the H4. On the H1, we are also in a downtrend. Yeah, lots of things to like about this trade. So what I want to see, guys, is a retrace into this grey zone. Yeah, back to this, what was once support becomes resistance. We get a bearish reaction, and then we can start selling Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar. My second trade idea for today is New Zealand dollar against Canadian dollar. Like I say, I think I prefer Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar, but this is also a potential setup. So very similar scenario, guys, because, you know, obviously these pairs are highly correlated. But yeah, bang, breaking these lows, downtrend, back at these lows, what was support becomes resistance. How many times do we see this pattern in the market, guys? I love this pattern more than I love Mohamed Salah. Yeah, and then we've got a nice bearish reaction at that level. Why I prefer Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar is because this potentially, before it hits our grey zone in here, this is weekly support. There's not a lot of room to move into here. All right, so bearing that in mind, if we just look at the H4, really, I would like a nice retrace. Yeah, we actually, let's look on the H1. You'll be able to see this level a bit clearer. Yeah, you can clearly see this is a nice level. Yeah, I need a bigger retrace. Yeah, potentially into here, moving average 20 catches up. We get a nice bearish reaction, and then we've got more room to move into this grey zone. All right, but looking at both of those trades today, and this Canadian dollar strength coincides with oil. Okay, and oil, yeah, is also a trade idea for today. So let's take a quick look at oil. We start with the day chart. This would be my target. I haven't put my target in. 78 would be my target. That's psychological level. Yeah, 78, not 78.08, but 78. That would be my target, guys. All right. But daily structure, you know, we was just in this absolute funk, but there were clues here, guys. You can slowly see the higher lows forming. Yeah, and you could see that we were getting this, you know, upward momentum. So this level broke. All right, and we got a nice big bearish candle that broke this last area of resistance. So all we're looking for, guys, you guessed it, yeah, is a retrace into this grey zone. Yeah, we get a nice bullish reaction, and then we're looking to take price back up to that 78 level. All right, so this oil strength has also meant that Canadian dollar strength as well, guys. All right, so they're highly correlated. So yeah, looking to buy oil. So those are my trade ideas for today. There's still another couple of things I'm looking at as well, guys, which I'm going to show you right now. But please, if you could all subscribe to the channel right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. And everyone, please smash that like button. And also, guys, yeah, if you would like to receive my trade ideas, you would like to be part of the Trading Academy and receive many tutorials, then come join the VIP Discord where there is 50% off right now to the end of January. Right, and the final trade I'm looking at today is pound Swiss franc. I prefer it over euro Swiss franc. And this is still a trade idea. Yeah, you know, we're looking at this from yesterday. You know, we're in this downtrend. Yeah, these last highs here haven't been broken. We've got lower lows, and we had this nice big bearish candle form, you know, in this grey zone. All right, if we zoom in a little bit now, admittedly, guys, this is not a bearish candle. but it does have a bit of a top wick. And if we compare this candle with this selling candle, sellers are still in control for me with regards to these candles. Okay. If we drop down to the H4, it's really about this level. Yeah, I'm currently in this trade and my stop's up here. But if it starts breaking this level, I might hedge up to here and then see what happens. But, you know, it's at a really nice level in here. And price is stuttering here. Yeah, there wasn't any follow through yesterday. Price is clearly stuttering, but this is a nice level to take price back down to these lows, potentially lower, right? So what do we want to see? If we look at the H1, again, you know, a breakdown in H1 structure would support this idea. But the problem we have are all these wicks. Yeah, you know, price, it just sums up how price is at the moment. It's like this. Yeah, and you get these big wicks down here and you get these big wicks up here. So for us to break H1 structure isn't that clear right now. But, you know, we can pinpoint, you know, this area here. And really it needs to close below this wick as well. So, you know, if we get something like this and then it breaks this low, perhaps we start to get lower highs, then we can start selling here as well. We don't have as much room to move into down to here, but that would be my first target. And then I'd move my stop from here to here. All right, so still interested in pound Swiss franc, but want to see more structure breaking down. So there you go, guys. Those are my trade ideas. Let's take a look at the news now. So news for Friday, the 26th of January. As you can see, guys, Australia is on holiday and they have cunningly named it Australia Day. So yeah, Australia on holiday. The first piece of news we're interested in is this at 7 o'clock London GMT. Yeah, these are all London GMT times. Is the German consumer climate. I think this is an important figure for the euro. So must be aware of that, guys. And then the only other pieces of news we're interested in are at 1:30. And all of this news together, this core PCE and personal spending, all of this data together, you know, is like a one big 3-star rating for the US. So must be aware of that, guys. But then after that, no other real news we're interested in, guys. All right. So yeah, quite a light news day. You are free to trade. Don't forget to subscribe, guys, if you've enjoyed the vid, and smash that like button. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you next time.